Hey guys, it's Steph from the Humble Podcast, and it's only fair that I make a vid on the follow-up to the vid I made about LeBron James being on the Pat McAfee show. All right, now Stephen A. is absolutely crashing out over this LeBron James thing, and I mean he proves LeBron James' point earlier on the Pat McAfee show. LeBron James said that he's been on a Taylor Swift tour, and Stephen A. just a few hours after LeBron James' appearance, he goes live. He goes not live, sorry. He makes a premiere vid. He has this in the chamber ready to go. And he drops this, and man, it's a fire response, man. And I get Stephen A. has to defend himself against the superstar athlete, and Stephen A. is the superstar media guy. You know what I'm saying? So he clearly makes it known that he don't like LeBron James either. Calls him a liar. I'm only gonna play a small clip, the part that's important, or at least that caught my attention, or just the big part. Because he goes off. He spends the whole hour, as you can see the timestamp, of talking about LeBron James, man. It's pretty vicious. I've never seen a TV guy go at a star player at this level. But in terms of with the social media and the internet in this day and age, this is good stuff. This is good stuff. It's unfortunate we got two brothers, going at each other. They can't just break bread and make amends. But you know what? It don't matter. Okay, LeBron James has made it known that he felt that he's been coming at his son and keep his son name out of his mouth. And Stephen A's like, nah, that's not what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You're not paying attention to what I'm saying. But I'll go ahead and play the small little clip and get back to it, man. This is a little fiery part, but go ahead and check out the whole vid hour on Stephen A. Smith's show. All right, let's go.
I get it. But don't the truth matter? Because there's one person in this ordeal that's telling the truth, and it's me. I don't lie to y'all. His ass lies a lot. And there's a lot of shady stuff that he does. And one of the things is his passive aggressiveness.
To be fair, though, LeBron James has been very passive aggressive. The lying and all that stuff. I get what this because it sounds very excoriating. But LeBron James, I didn't have control over situations or decisions being made and stuff like that. LeBron James definitely tries to downplay his power and level of influence he has. You know what I'm saying? He does kind of do that on the Pat McAfee show. He's alluded to I forgot those example he made. I forgot there was something he was talking about, and it was did JJ Redick hire, right? As if he didn't have nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? It's JJ Redick's just a podcaster or whatever, making a joke about it. You know what I'm saying? Again, passive aggressiveness, right? Let's not act like LeBron James didn't have a hand in getting JJ Redick here, okay? If they hired JJ Redick without LeBron James' knowledge, come on now. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James would sign off on it, okay? Definitely sign off on Darvin Ham getting fired. Why wouldn't he sign off on getting JJ Redick hired here, right? LeBron James always, I didn't know about the Luka Doncic trade. I don't think he really did, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did. There's been some information, I think when Marquise Morris was speaking, that, he slipped up and said something about LeBron James, one Marquise, his twin brother, come along with Luka, right? Little things like that. You know what I'm saying? But let's go.
And the two-facedness and smile in your face and dig you behind the back. I happen to know that about him, which is why I don't like him. And he don't like me. But it doesn't stop me from being fair and calling it like I see it. We ain't exchanging Christmas gifts. We ain't having Thanksgiving dinner together. What you bring your son up in there for? What you bring your family up in there before? You gonna go on Pat McAfee show, talk about you gonna protect your house. What you talking about? Your son ain't at the house. He's at crypto.com arena. We ain't covering him in Brentwood. We covering him in downtown LA at the crypto.com arena, where you put him. Now, I happen to believe that he's going to be ready. I think Bronny's going to be an NBA player.
And there you go, man. And he goes off, that was the part that got me, what I'm saying? He was like, yo, we talking about protecting. Because LeBron James did mention on Pat McAfee show. I was kind of curious, what do you mean protect your house? You know what I'm saying? LeBron, Stephen A. Smith hasn't really come at LeBron James' personal life. He hasn't attacked his kids or his family or his wife or his mom or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So LeBron James Stephen A. took the Pat McAfee show to the highest offense. He really did. He really did. And then, what's scathing about all this is, he called LeBron James two-faced and a liar. You know what I'm saying? This is a full-on assault between the two. Okay, he didn't like the Taylor Swift tour comment. Okay, he didn't like LeBron saying that he missed the point. And look, this won't end, and it was already done and over with. But LeBron James made the choice to go on the Pat McAfee show and talk about it. And I think LeBron James not stupid. He knew that Stephen A is going to respond, so that's why he said what he had to say and get that out there. And a lot of LeBron fans, a lot of LeBron supporters, our Lakers supporters are going to support LeBron James in this, right? Then you have a lot of media people, Stephen A fans, whether you like him or not, Stephen A has a big following too. Okay, and there's gonna be a lot of people who don't like LeBron James and is gonna echo and sign off on this, right? It's unfortunate that it's gotten to this level. I'm past the point of explaining, understanding LeBron's position, even though I don't really agree with his position that he's taken against Stephen A. Smith. But I'm also done with Stephen A. Smith bringing this up and having to have the last word in this and having to go vicious like this, right? I always feel like there's always a chance to amend things and repair bridges, but it seemed like that's over and done with, right? But Stephen A. is comfortable. He has his own platforms now. He's a $100 million guy now, and this is the path he's chosen to take. Now, I'm not going to sit here and call Stephen Smith has his reasons. Stephen A. Smith, whether you want to question his sources, he know more than most of us know. Okay, he knows a lot of things in the know. He knows things in inside. His contact list is much better than us, so he's an insider to a certain extent. Okay, maybe not to the level of a Shams and deep, but he knows more than the average content creator that covers this like me. You know what I'm saying? So I can't sit here and just dismiss what he says. You know what I'm saying? How he was close to Allen Iverson and how he talked about how he does things he wanted to bring up and he had to report on it. I mean, Stephen A. Smith knows a lot. Okay, and I don't want to come across as a Stephen A. Smith defender. I do come across neutral. I definitely understand LeBron James' position, okay, even though I may disagree with it, but I'm not going to sit here and discourage LeBron James. I just think that LeBron James' anger is misled, but because Stephen A. Smith is the main figurehead in media, especially when it comes to NBA basketball, a lot of guys want to attack Stephen A. Smith. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to actually listen to what he has to say. As for Stephen A. Smith, why do you have to clap back all the time? Okay, why do you need to bring up calling him a liar and everything like that? You know what I'm saying? Two-Face and stuff. Even if that's all true, because I got no evidence receipts on that, but I can definitely see some things of the passive aggressive and stuff now, and maybe lying possibly and just kind of what he knows and what doesn't know, but it doesn't matter at this point. This has gone just way off. This has gone off hinge. Stephen A. is definitely off hinge on this. But he's allowed. When these sports guys want to go after the media guys, Stephen Smith got all day. He ain't in practice. He ain't playing on the team. He got all day to come at this. All right, and he know that this is gonna. He said it. This gets views. I talk about LeBron James because that's what drives traffic. I'm talking about it because it drives traffic. But this is what's going on right now. This is what's current, and everybody's chirping about. You know what I'm saying? Very strong from Stephen A. Smith. Very scathing. Stephen Smith's all over the place. He was talking with one day he's talking with Megyn Kelly and Ben Shapiro. The next day he is coming at LeBron James and all that stuff. It's crazy, man. Crazy how far we've gotten with this. Okay, to his credit on this though, he said that Bronny James has improved and he's rooting for Bronny James, and I think a lot of people have. In all seriousness, outside the joking and stuff and just trying to rip on Bronny, I think a lot of us are happy for Bronny James' success. We can all, at least I can say that for sure. I'm happy for his success and stuff like that. And it's we're getting away from basketball, and it's just starting to get personal. And he even talked about if I really want to say, he would have slapped or fought or swung on LeBron James, dog. Now we talking about assault, you know what I'm saying? LeBron James, and he's saying that LeBron James knew, and it was staged, I think, in terms of his interaction with Stephen A. Smith on the court side during the next game, because of just he looked at the camera. Everybody already saw that. We knew that it was staged, and he wanted to put Stephen A. Smith on blast publicly. He wanted to publicly embarrass Stephen A. Smith. That's what he wanted to do, right? That was all. That was a calculated decision. LeBron James ain't just gonna randomly just approach Stephen A. Smith out on a whim. No, you know what I'm saying? But this is where Stephen A. Smith is drawing the line of sand. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't like to protect your household comments and the Taylor Swift comments. And you can see he's riled up. He's riled up. Stephen A. Smith will not let this go. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Thanks for watching. Leave me your thoughts. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.